Joining us, I'm Amy Burkett. One of America's favorite pastimes is making a difference in the lives of teenagers. But for these coaches, it's not about helping them get to the major leagues of baseball, but more about preparing them for a better life. Carolina Impact's Tanisha Johnson spent time with the Carolina Metro baseball team and has this story.
Almost every kid in America who's ever played baseball dreams of making it to the major leagues and winning a championship. And it's no different for this Carolina Reds team of Charlotte.
I'd like to welcome everybody tonight to Hickory Ridge High School in the championship game of the summer 2017 Metro season.
Yeah. It's a good feeling every year or anytime we get an opportunity to get back to the championship game.
But the players know this isn't just about dominating 7 innings and snagging a piece of hardware for the night.
Yeah! That's why they're aggressive.
Instead, it's about winning the game of life. And in order to win, sometimes you have to lose a few to make great gains, including
the attitude. Sometimes it could get to me. I had to work on keeping my temper if I strike out or something, or if I walk somebody, or if I drop a ball or something, to keep my composure.
For first-year player Rashad Frazier, he's building his character by learning how to shed his attitude and control his temper. Encouragement and mentoring from his coaches helps him understand how it carries over from the field to life.
It all starts on the way you carry yourself, how do you handle yourself. It basically starts off that morning when you wake up.
His grandmother cheers from the sidelines. She single-handedly raised him and couldn't be more pleased.
I'm very proud of Rashad because there's so many you could see he could have turned and went left, but I thank God he stayed on the straight and narrow way.
Former Detroit Tigers pitcher Morris Madden now coaches the Carolina Reds along with Shelton Grant. The team is a part of a nonprofit called Carolina Metro Reds Baseball, and their goal is to offer players a solid foundation that reaches beyond the game.
We're not here to make baseball players, we're here to make men.
Here, baseball is a tool to get them there. They start by targeting young inner-city kids.
Those are the kids that we focus on, the kids that are running around with no guidance, the kids that come from single-parent homes, the kids that are wanting to play but have aspiration to play but can't afford to play.
And once the kids join the team,
we talk to the kids, offhand, talk to them on the side to find out where they are, what they want to do, what kind of emotions they have, what gets them tightened up, try to find out their demeanor. And that way, from there, we can figure out how we need to coach them.
They also challenge them to become responsible adults and to have a plan B when plan A doesn't work out.
The one thing that we like these guys to recognize is that sports is not forever. And whether you decide to go for your school, whether you decide to get a job, whether you decide to continue to play baseball, even that needs to have a business aspect to it.
While they've helped to keep some kids from totally striking out.
There was one kid we had to write a letter for because he was involved in a robbery. There's another kid that got involved in some other trouble we had to go to court for, but I think they all learned from it, and they learned the consequences of what could have been, if you hadn't been involved with us.
Their approach to using baseball to reach kids appears to be working. 17-year-old Brandon Reed now realizes
You can't be perfect at baseball, and you gotta learn how to stay humble, be confident. You gotta hold your head up all the time, regardless of what happens.
And if he can't make it to the major leagues, Reed wants to go to college and become a restaurant entrepreneur.
Our wins don't come as someone gets a college baseball uniform. Our wins come when we get them into college and they have an idea of what they want to do with their lives.
Remember Rashad Frazier? He got involved with the Carolina Reds a year ago. Today, he's a freshman at Claflin University and hopes to have a glove in hand soon. Until then, he and his teammates know that with championship games like this, even when they come up short in the final inning, never give up. Instead, focus on making the necessary plays to win the next time, both on and off the field.
Tanisha joins me now, and it's pretty impressive to see what impact this program is having on these students. Tell me a little bit, take us on the other side. What were these teenagers really like?
These kids were really, really amazing to me. Honestly, not just on the field, but even their heart and the passion that they have for the game, their love for the game, and then really just their love for what they want to do in life after that. You know, sometimes you talk to kids and you wonder, okay, what are your aspirations? What are your dreams? But they really do have some goals that are just, sometimes you wonder, oh my gosh, okay, well, can you really do it? And yes, they believe that they can. And so for them, it's about working their passion, working their purpose, and working whatever it is that they really want to do in life, and their coaches are helping them to do that.
So that's the other thing I wanted to talk about. I want to talk about those coaches. They seem like some pretty special gentlemen filling a void for a lack of many of them having their own fathers.
They really are filling a huge void. 70 to 80% of those kids are living in single parent homes where their fathers are just not present. And so not only are they serving as father figures, but they are serving as mentors, serving as coaches. These coaches really are wearing many, many hats, but they enjoy doing what they're doing. And so that's the cool part about it.
Before we run out of time, let's talk about next steps for these students. You know, baseball isn't the end goal for most of them.
And as you would have heard in the story, you know, we always talk to students, and coaches encourage students about having a plan B, making sure that that is just not, you know, you having all of your eggs in one basket, if you will. And so most of them are wanting to pursue college. Most of them, if it's not college, then they're wanting to start their own business. One of the coaches said, you know, I think it's important that even if you are going to college and you're pursuing a specific career, you should still have a business plan attached to that so that you can do something else. Even if you succeed in one area, you can still go another direction.
Life lessons of love and future goals, priceless. Thank you so much for bringing us this story, Tanisha. It's awesome.
Thank you.